Hello,
Hello.
welcome back to the Twin Times Podcast, episode 16.
16.
It's good.
Sweet
Sweet 16.
Yes.
But yeah, it's an exciting time. So,
Yeah.
what have you watched this week? Anything sport film?
Oh wow. I've watched. There's like a documentary that's been coming out on the ABC. It's called Nemesis.
Yeah.
It's about Australian politics.
Okay.
I'm not really into politics that much, but I just like it. There seems like that there was during the Liberal Party time when from I want to say like 2013
Yeah.
or 14 to like
Yeah.
2020, whenever Sky Money was
we went out.
went out. I think it was around 2021 or 22.
When did Alba get in? I think it was 22. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. And there seemed to be like a lot of backstabbing that happened and stuff like that during those times, and it seems like that all three of those men just wanted the top job. Which, in a way, I think if you get into politics, that's kind of what you want, isn't it? The top job.
Not all politics.
Not all, but
It's a
I
stressful
assume,
job.
yeah, but I would assume most of them don't go into it just wanting to be the Minister for Education
No.
or something like that. They want
But
to
if
be,
you're regarded as a minister within cabinet,
Yeah.
it's quite a prestigious thing.
yeah.
It's not something to.
But you'd
about.
think most people that go into that want the top job. It's like, it's not really a comparison, but it's like for most people that want to be wrestlers or WWE superstars, they want to be at the top. They don't get into the business to be in the middle.
Yeah.
So, that's how I would view it. And most people that want to be politicians want the top job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll do anything to do it.
Yeah, well, it was during that time. I found it funny because it didn't seem like anyone really wanted Tony Abbott to be the leader of the Liberal Party, and then he ended up being the leader and ended up becoming the Prime Minister. But he got in on slogans.
Yeah.
Really. We'll stop the boats, we'll kill the carbon tax,
Yeah.
and we'll build the roads.
Yeah.
That's how he sold his
His
campaign.
campaign.
But it was interesting, really.
Yeah.
And then about a year and a half after that, they were plotting, and even before that, they were plotting to sort of get rid of him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, stabbing in the back.
Yeah.
And
And they had what they call an empty chair spill, where there was no one wanted to go for the job, which was bullshit.
Yeah.
Probably Malcolm wanted it, or ScoMo. No one wanted to go for the job, so you voted either for someone new as Prime Minister, or you voted for Tony. And Tony won that chair spill, or the spill, as they call it. But it was just an empty chair. They voted for an empty chair with Tony. I was like, what the fuck? You get paid $500K to vote on who's, fuck off. I just thought, you get paid to do this? What the fuck? There's bigger things to worry about.
But honestly,
in
this has got nothing to do with politics, but the way he walks around Parliament, it's like he's got his carrot up his ass. I'm sorry, but it's like he's got a carrot up his ass.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck do you walk like that? You're not some gangster from the 50s.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, because he struts like he owns the joint.
Yeah.
And they all love power. I'm sure Albo loves it.
And he wants to walk with power.
Mm.
The power walk.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Not Vince
But
McMahon. Shit.
yeah,
Shit.
that'll come up later.
Come up later.
But yeah, what was I going to say? It's on tonight again.
Yeah.
Talk about Malcolm Turnbull's years, so we'll see how that goes. Be interesting to watch. It's on ABC iView if you do want to watch it. It's quite interesting.
It is.
Like Mum was watching, so you will love this. What is it about? She was like, it's about Parliament and
Parliament House. We've been there.
I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go then.
Yeah.
And I sat down and watched the first 5 minutes. Well, it was really fucking intriguing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else?
I watched a film called Rustin, which I think it's been nominated for an Oscar.
It has.
I don't know what category though. I can't remember.
I've
Was it
heard
Best Picture? I don't think so.
No, I think what's his name?
The actor.
Yeah, he was nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he was good. He put up a good performance.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the guy from Euphoria. First time I saw him, I was like, that's the guy from Euphoria. It's a good show. Bring it back, please. It's coming in 2025. That's too long.
Yeah.
Too long. But yeah, I watched that and it was really good. I really enjoyed his story. I had no idea that he was really the leader in terms of getting the March on Washington together and putting it all together. I had no idea. I just thought that was just Martin Luther King doing all that. So it was really cool to see how such a team effort came into play and it wasn't just one man. Because I feel like a lot of people just think, oh, it was Martin Luther King and it was all him. No, he had like a team around him to do the March on Washington. Yeah. So, yeah, I found that really interesting, really inspiring as well. That he was just one man and he was like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make the most populated peaceful protest in the world, and it has been to this day. You know, there hasn't been a peaceful protest like that ever since.
Yeah, especially if you think about what's going on in America right now. What happened January 6th, all those years ago.
God. That's 3 years.
Wow. Yeah, that was a day.
Yeah,
that was a day. Yeah, you don't know what we're referring to Trump supporters marched on but it wasn't the White House. It wasn't the White House. What did they march?
Next to the Capitol.
The Capitol.
That's
right. Yeah.
And look, this is the thing, right? I think you have the freedom to protest, but you don't have the freedom to protest like that.
No.
Just march in and do that kind of thing. Everyone has the right to speak their voice and stuff like that. Free speech.
Yeah.
But you got to do it in a polite format.
Yeah.
And a peaceful manner. And that wasn't peaceful.
No, not at all. Yeah. Do you think he's winning?
Do I think he's getting back in?
It's a long way off.
It's a long way off, but it's looking likely as of this point. Yeah.
It's going to be a scary thing if he does get in, because who knows, he could be in a federal prison by the time
running the country. That would be fucking insane. You really would. That would be really insane.
But it would be the first time ever.
First time ever.
That did
yeah,
happen.
There's always a first time for something.
Yeah. That's the first time to be proud of. But
yeah. No.
Yeah. We'll wait and see.
Yeah. Well, what I will say is, he made politics funny. He did. He did. Yeah.
He's making it not necessarily funny, but who knows now? We just have to wait and see.
He made like a comedy act. It'll be good if he gets in. It'll be good for all the stand-ups. Good for all the stand-ups.
Yeah. Like, what have we done to ourselves, America?
Speaking of stand-up comedy, I did watch a stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Just before we started this. Shane Gillis.
Oh yeah. What was that one?
Fucking hilarious. Netflix, if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Beautiful.
Absolutely fun.
Nothing else there?
No, really.
No, fair enough. Well, yeah, it was same sort of for me. I really want to get to watching Masters of the Air.
Oh, yeah.
So that's on Apple TV at the moment.
Haven't we got that?
You pay for it. I pay for it. So you better start watching it, everyone who lives in this household. But yeah, I want to watch it. I think it's based off of the band Brothers. But Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks are executive producers.
Yeah, I saw a post from Tom Hanks on
Did you?
about it. He was very proud of the project.
Yeah, it seems very interesting.
Yeah.
So might give that a watch in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Austin Butler's in that.
Yeah, he is.
And I heard recently that he's had to get like a speech coach to try and get rid of the Elvis accent.
Yeah, so he's finally admitting it's his actual. It's the actual Elvis accent. Yeah, it's been sticking around for a while, wasn't it?
Well, he worked on him for what, 2-3 years?
Yeah, it was just about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still didn't rate that film though.
Yeah.
I didn't like it all that much.
Yeah.
Not that Austin Butler was bad. It was just I don't like Baz Luhrmann that much. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Didn't he was on the Louis Theroux podcast.
He was. It was quite an interesting
take.
Podcast for sure. How he got into the business and his career up until now. But still, not my favourite.
Yeah.
Person. Too glitz and glam and
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
Too much, Baz. Alright. Let's talk about the finals of the Australian Open. How good was Yannick Sinner?
Yannick Sinner. He came back from 2 sets.
And Novak bowling out.
Yeah.
As well,
Against
so.
Yannick. Against Yannick in the semi.
And a shot? Or do you think the wheels are starting to fall off?
I don't think the wheels are starting to fall off, but I think he's now starting to realise that these youngsters are coming out to get me. Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner and Stefanos, these guys, they're going to come out and get him. They're going to come out with a fight.
Yeah.
And that's what Yannick did. He's 22 and he won his first Australian Open.
Yeah.
It's great. First Grand Slam.
Yeah, not a bad payday as well.
Not bad.
$3.1 million.
3.4 million. You get 100 grand just by going into the first round.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember our PT saying, that just set me up for the year. Try and make it to round one.
Yeah.
I'll be fucking happiest person in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, it would. Yeah. And then the final was just spectacular. Medvedev led the entire time, and then Yannick came back and won. Well, I wouldn't say it was as good as Nadal Medvedev the other year, but it was
up there.
It was up. It was up. You were on the edge of your seat and you couldn't.
And it's good to see these youngsters get their opportunity in the final, because most of the time it's Novak and then another youngster, or Novak and Nadal or something like that. It's good to see these youngsters that have been on the tour for maybe a couple of years get their opportunity, because for us as fans, we get used to that. We can see what they're capable of in the finals, because Novak and Nadal, unfortunately, they won't be around forever.
No, they won't.
That's the unfortunate reality. It's the same with like some of the greats in the NBA, like LeBron James or Steph Curry. They're not going to be around forever. So sure, cherish those moments that you see of those players for as long as you can, but it's great to also see some younger talent in there in the final, so that we can see how they cope under pressure, under the big lights, under the big stage.
It was spectacular, and Arena Sabalenka.
Yes, Arena Sabalenka.
She won the women's final back to back, sort of blitzed it. I was going for the I forget her name, but the Chinese girl. Yeah, I really wanted her to win. She was like an underdog. She was throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, I think she's 21.
Yeah, fuck off. Love that. I thought if she could get up, I was like, let's go for gold here. Yeah. But no, it wasn't meant to be, obviously. But well done to Arena.
Okay.
She's clearly the greatest at the moment. So see what happens in Roland Garros.
Let's see. Late May.
Yeah.
Last time we were in late May, I had COVID, so let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. No, I think it was the start of Roland Garros.
Yeah, the very beginning of Roland Garros.
Yeah.
Called COVID.
Yeah. You were happy in a way.
Yeah. Happy in a way.
Yeah. Because you could watch tennis. All week.
Yeah.
But good. It's a good laugh. Good laugh. Let's talk about Did you watch that test match? Australia West Indies?
Not really.
Not really. No. But did you see like the end of it?
Not really.
You didn't?
No.
Okay. Do you want to get it up? West Indies, Australia. I forget his name. It was it Shamar Johnson maybe? Just look it up. He took 7th. But it was an outstanding innings. Yeah, there it is. Shamar Joseph.
Yeah.
Shamar Joseph. Took 7 for 68.
Yeah.
It was a fucking outstanding innings. It was just terrific. I'll have to show you the highlights later. But it was just... He came to the ground. I didn't even think he was going to bowl at one stage.
Yeah.
because he had like there was something going on with his toe. Like I think he got broken it, but something had gone wrong.
Yeah.
And the physio helped him out, their team doctor, and then he got onto the field and then just had a marvellous innings. Took 7 wickets and just won really the Test match for the West Indies. And Australia were very close on winning the game. Like it was like neck and neck, pretty much. And Steve was close to making 100 and needed to just get another 8 more runs.
Well, in a way, for the West Indies, isn't it a good bounce back because they got shredded in Adelaide?
Oh yeah, they did it in 2.5 days.
Yeah. So it's a good comeback for them.
Yeah, it is. It's good for West Indies cricket as well. I don't think they've won a Test match in a long time, especially here in Australia. And you know, the days of Lara and all that are over. So, you know, it's good to see these young up and comers. He'll be
take it to Australia.
Yeah, I think he'll be around for a long time to come. So yeah,
good for him.
Remember the name Shamar Joseph.
Shamar Joseph.
Do we want to talk about the Oscar noms then?
Yes.
Let's get into that.
Okay, do we just want to call out noms?
Practically, yeah.
So, Best Picture, The Holdovers.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
American Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
The Zone of Interest.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Things.
Yeah.
Past Lives.
Mm-hmm.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah.
Maestro.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, some good films there. I personally think it's Oppenheimer, but yeah, some really good. Like Maestro was even fantastic and very well done with the cinematography and looked incredible. Yeah. And Bradley Cooper was amazing. But who's your pick for Best Picture?
Best Picture, I have to go Oppenheimer. Yeah. To me, that was the best film of this year that I've seen. And I think it's the best film coming into the award season of the films.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
And it's going to get the top prize.
I know it. You know it.
I know.
We love it.
I love it.
Next one.
Best Actress.
Yep.
Emma Stone.
Yep.
Lily Gladstone.
Yep.
Annette Bening.
Yep.
Kerry Mulligan. And Sandra Julia.
So let's talk about Margot. For a minute.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw Ryan Gosling's whole. There's no Ken without Barbie, and Margot should have got a nom and things of that nature. Now we obviously haven't watched the film. I can't speak on the performance, but with the amount of reaction that the public gave, you know, well, what's your opinion?
Look, these things happen. Some people think they've been snubbed. These things happen. You know, you're always going to get controversy around the Oscars. Whether someone gets snubbed or, you know, there's not enough equality within the nominations. There's going to be stuff like that. People are going to talk about it. It is what it is. That's all we can say.
Yeah. Do you believe Margaret should have been put up?
I mean, I can't judge because I didn't watch the performance. But, you know, I think a lot of people liked her performance. So just by, you know, talking to other people about that film and about her performance, then yeah, probably. But, yeah.
Let's see. I think Lily will win though.
Yeah, Lily Gladstone.
Yeah, for Killers of the Flower Moon. She really owned that film. Took her. Yeah, so
she did. She seems like the only one in there that could win it. Maybe Kerry Mulligan.
Emma Stone, maybe.
Emma Stone gets in there, maybe. But no, I think Lily's got that one in the bag. Best Actor.
Yep.
Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers. Bradley Cooper, Maestro. Coleman Domingo, Rustin.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. And Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction.
Yeah, I think Cillian wins, but I think Bradley will come a close second.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you haven't watched Maestro, it was an amazing performance.
What about? Do you think Russell will get in there, Colin?
It was alright,
Dominican?
but it didn't. When I was watching it, it didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Well, you got a nomination.
yeah.
That's great, but I didn't think it really deserved one per
Okay.
se. So
Fair enough.
yeah, I wasn't all that
I like
impressed,
that.
but it was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Killian wins for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think is Killian?
Killian's winning.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win, I like Colin.
Yeah.
To win.
You don't think Bradley?
Yeah, Bradley as well. But I think Colin.
Yeah.
Personally.
On to the next.
Best international feature.
Yeah, nah.
Well, there is
Is there a
one.
film we know?
Society of the Snow.
Oh
Have
yeah.
you seen that
Okay. I've seen snippets. I
Yeah.
haven't actually fully
Yeah.
seen. So do you believe that could win?
I think that's the best one in this category.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to pronounce the other ones because.
You can't pronounce. It's that disability coming
Yeah.
into play.
But yeah, Society of the Snow, I think is the best one to win for that category.
Yeah.
Next one. Best director.
Yes.
Justine Triet.
Yeah.
Triet. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anatomy of the Fall. Martin Scorsese. Colours of the Flower Moon. Yorgos Lanthimos. Poor Things.
Okay.
Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, and Jonathan Glazer, The Zone of Interest.
So Greta Gerwig didn't get a nomination there either. I don't know if there was as much backlash there as there
I
was for
think
Marvel.
there might have been.
Oh, there might have been. Did you see something? What did you see?
Because I saw people saying that it's not feminist, but
Sexist.
yeah, sexist. Saying that it's sexist. How can a women director that made the best box office film for that year gross all this money not get nominated? And in a way, it's true. The big films that get a lot of attention and a lot of box office draw, they don't get they don't get nominated as much, or the people within those films don't get nominated.
But you also think about it, the most grossing films before Barbie were like Marvel films.
True.
Yeah. So there's.
But also, like, you know, this is years ago, but The Dark Knight got Oscar nominations throughout. It didn't get one for Best Director.
Yep.
But it got one for Best Supporting Actor. And Heath Ledger won. So, you know, is there something to be said? Like, I think a lot of people probably don't think that big commercial films can't be art.
Yeah.
And I think the Oscars want it to be more artsy. Well, like I said, I haven't watched Barbie, but I've watched like snippets and clips, but it looks like art.
Yeah.
To me. So, you know, is there something to be said about that? That big commercial art, big commercial films can't be art. You know, I look at a film like Jurassic Park and I think, yeah, that's art. Although it's a big box office draw and people watch it. It's the same with like E.T. or something like that. You know,
E.T.'s art.
E.T.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful film.
It's a great film. But, you know, that's just what I think. You know, big commercial films can be art. And I don't think maybe the Oscar or the Academy sees it like that. What's your take?
Yeah, well, like when you said, like I've heard a mixture when it comes to Barbie. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things. I've heard people say it's too woke, and I've heard people say it's, you know, one of the best films of our generation. You know, you're either left or you're right on this.
Yeah.
But having said that, if we're talking about grossing films, if you look towards the last 10 or so years, it has been Marvel films or sequels. And those films, to me, are boring. I'm sorry for anyone who is a Marvel fan, but that is the truth to me.
Okay.
They're boring. They're not art.
Mm.
When I look at art, I look at an independent film.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so there's the big moments in like a Marvel film, for example.
Yeah.
Like the big fight scenes.
Sure.
You look to something like Taxi Driver or, I don't know,
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. The big moments in those sort of films are the ones that hit the emotional high.
Yeah.
Whether it be sad or happy.
I've abandoned my child.
Yeah, that. You know, it's a, you know, that to me, that's the cinema I connect with the most. When I see a fight scene, It's good. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with a fight scene. But it shouldn't be the big moment in a film.
Yeah.
So, you know, having said that, do I believe commercial films are art? I believe Barbie is art. I'm not saying that because it's something different. It's not a Marvel film, for example, another fucking Marvel film. You know, it's not that. It's Barbie. Yeah. It's a different thing and a different franchise. Or if they turn it into a sequel, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably.
I think there was talks of it, but I don't know. But yeah, like a lot of those films that gross, I don't see as that. Like Spider-Man. I went because I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You didn't see it.
it's
for
not.
the acting. Or...
They're acting in front of a CGI screen.
Yeah.
It's not art.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit controversial, but that's what I believe. But do I believe Greta should have deserved one? Yeah, probably. Same with Margot. I think Margot's a great actress. But you know, the Academy didn't want to. Do it. So fair enough. I think Chris Nolan's winning. So.
But I think also Greta's has been nominated for best adapted screenplay. Best screenplay.
So she's got a nomination.
She's gotten something.
No, it's not like.
But it's not her. The big one you want to get in terms of that is director and best picture. Yeah. But also, I don't think she's a producer on.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
Barbie. I don't think so. So she won't get the best picture.
So Margot will go up.
Because she got best picture because she's a producer on the film. Okay. That's how it works.
I know. Yeah. Chris, and you're Chris, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm Chris Nolan.
Yeah,
Team Chris. Sorry, Marty. Team Chris. Best supporting actor. Yeah. Mark Ruffalo. Poor thing.
I love Mark.
Mark, he's looking up. Yeah. Robert De Niro. Yeah. Killers of the Flower Moon. Robert Downey Jr. Oppenheimer. Sterling K. Brown. American Fiction. And Ryan Gosling. Barbie.
So Ryan got the nom.
Yeah.
I don't think he's winning though. I think Robert Downey Jr. is winning.
The last time he won, not won, but when he was nominated, he was like 20 something. Yeah. And it was for Chaplin.
And he thought he was going to win.
Yeah, he thought he was going to win.
That's the fun.
With his shitty little bow tie. If you look at back at the pictures, oh, you're so smart.
Yeah. But Robert, I think he's winning. It's the best performance in my opinion he's ever done. Especially in like that second half of the film, he owns that second half of the film. Yeah. He just does. It was so good.
You gotta watch Oppenheimer if you haven't.
Comes out on streaming actually very soon.
Does it?
Yeah, I think the end of this month. Yeah. Well, do we want to dive in a little bit on that? So Chris Nolan's whole view of streaming and how they take it away from you. Yeah. Because he wanted to sell Oppenheimer on DVD first.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, he is a bit of an analog person, isn't he? Yeah. He doesn't even have a fucking iPhone. Yeah. He has a flip phone. Doesn't have an email. Doesn't have a computer. Fair enough. If that's the way he rolls, that's fair enough. How he gets actors is he gets his wife to call them. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Whatever works for you, Chris. Whatever works for you. Obviously, we're breaking the analog by using a digital camera. Sorry. So what was his whole take? He wanted to... Well, it's just his take was he wanted to put Oppenheimer to DVD first because there was a line where he said the evil streamer can't take it away from you. You just bought it and it's yours, you know what I mean?
So yeah.
Well,
Even though that's the way we're headed.
yeah, that's the way the world's heading. Obviously, he just wants to be, I guess, in the old time. In a way, he doesn't want to change his views. I'm sure he doesn't view streaming as a bad thing for everything, because it's given a lot of young filmmakers the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Ava DuVernay, who's a great filmmaker, her first beginning and her first starts were really on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's how she really got recognised and noticed. So sure, she made a great film like Selma, but I believe she started to get more recognisable when her films were put on.
Can I just plug in a line?
Yeah.
Selma it is, boys.
Selma. But yeah, so it's not all bad. But I think like with everything in life, there's positives and negatives. There's probably going to be negatives to streaming as well. The DVD is probably going to be one of them. It's not going to last and it's not going to be around for as long. Cinemas, I don't know if they will die. They might just have to adapt for certain things. But yeah, there's positives and negatives.
But you are starting to see like a lot of movies that have been put to streaming. Some are actually having a cinema release before.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, which I think is quite interesting.
Yeah.
So, and that's not really happened before with streaming films.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so Maestro got released on Netflix
Yeah.
on the day, and you could also see it in the cinema on the same day. Like it was up to you.
Isn't it the same with Killers? Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yeah.
It was put in cinema for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was put in cinema, but it didn't come out on Apple TV till like
a month later or something.
Yeah, no, it's a few months.
Yeah, a few
months later.
Yeah.
But originally it was supposed to just come straight to Apple.
Yeah.
And same with Napoleon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that went to cinema as well. So yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
Next. Or have we said who we think's winning? Who?
Yeah.
Oh,
Robert Downey. Robert Downey.
Yeah. Go Rob.
Go Rob. Come on. Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing. It seems like America Ferrera.
Ah, yeah.
I hope I've pronounced that right. Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Davine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers. Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer. Jodie Foster.
For what? Who was Jodie Foster?
Nade or something.
NYAD.
NYAD.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's winning it. Because I don't think Emily Blunt was all that great. So, yeah.
Maybe, I hope I've pronounced that right, the America.
Yeah, well, what's it for?
Barbie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, who's after her?
Danielle Brooks.
And she was from...
The Color Purple.
I'll go her. Just for a bit of rivalry.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't know who's winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Best documentary feature. Yeah. To Kill a Tiger.
Okay.
Bobby Wine, the People's President.
Okay.
20 Days in Mariupol.
Yep.
4 Daughters. The Eternal Memory.
What's the first one you just said?
The first one.
Yeah,
To Kill a Tiger.
Yeah, I think that might win.
To Kill a Tiger.
I know, I've got a vibe.
I think 4 Daughters.
Yeah.
4 Daughters.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Best visual effects.
Yeah. Yeah.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Okay.
This interesting one. The Creator.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible: Dead of Reckoning.
I'll go the Creator. You know
I
that?
think-
You know
the
that was
Creator.
shot on a Sony.
FX.
Yeah, that's it.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little SLR camera.
Yeah.
They obviously built it out a bit.
They're just getting smaller cameras.
Yeah.
But
Before
before you
you
know
know
it, it'll just be a little tiny.
You'll be
square.
shooting on one of these.
Yeah. or
Well,
it'd be,
you can now.
you can now. Or it'd be just like a little tiny box. It's like you just hold it with your fingers. That's how it will get. To.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Technology is just going through the roof. Like this is something I might talk about in a later segment. But the Apple Pro Vision just came out.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we will talk about that. But I believe the creator will win from that. So yeah, let's move on.
Creators. Best adapted screenplay.
Yeah.
American Fiction.
Yeah.
The Zone of Interest.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Greta Gerwig is getting nominated for that alongside her husband. Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Things. I'm Team Chris. I'm going Oppenheimer.
I don't know. I think the Zone of Interest.
Zone of Interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
A lot of people think that would probably win.
Yeah, it's an interesting film from what I've heard.
Yeah.
And there was actually the Adelaide Film Festival. Like I'm part of like a club.
Yeah.
There. Like I get sent emails out,
Yeah.
and they were doing a screening of this film.
Of that film.
And I thought, might go check that out maybe, because it has just been nominated. It was like the day after it got nominated.
Yeah.
So I was like, might go check that out.
Mm.
But yeah, I think the Zone of Interest. I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think that?
Yeah.
Okay. Best original screenplay.
Yeah.
The Holdovers.
Yeah.
May December.
Mm-hmm.
Past Lives.
Mm-hmm.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Mm-hmm.
Maestro.
Maestro for me.
Maestro.
Yeah, Maestro. It's a brilliantly written.
Yeah. I think Maestro. Yeah, Maestro.
Yeah.
Best original score. American Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. Four Things.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
I think Oppenheimer. It was a really good score.
Yeah.
And to see how it was constructed as well. There's a video on it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's all by hand and
Yeah,
craft.
yeah.
So-
I think he's getting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Best cinematography.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Poor Things.
Mm-hmm.
El Coding.
Okay.
Maestro.
Yeah.
And Killers of the Flower Moon.
Interesting. I think Maestro.
Maestro.
Yeah, I think it was a really.
To me, I don't
beautiful
think
film.
Oppenheimer's cinematography was the best.
No, it wasn't, in my opinion.
I think Killers was.
Killers was. Yeah, well, Killers could be up there.
Yeah.
Didn't strike off the page,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Well, like Maestro.
Yeah.
Maestro did.
Yeah.
Cinematography wise,
Mhm.
I thought it was shot. But really, I'm a sucker for black and white.
Yeah.
So anything that's
Black and
really different
Different.
and out there,
Yeah.
I like.
Mm.
Like I think last year, I think Blonde got
Blonde,
nominated, and that was about Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
The entire film is shot
Black
in
and white.
4:3 aspect ratio, and it's all black and
Black
white.
and
And I thought, yeah, I'm a sucker for this.
You want to make a film like that, just 4x3.
4:3 black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Maestro.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah. Killers. Best production design.
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Poor Things.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
I think Poor Things. It's really out there
Poor
with the
Things.
production design.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it could.
I think Napoleon.
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Mm.
Yeah. Just because of that ancient kind
Time,
of stuff,
yeah.
and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
It's like in terms for best costume, I think that might win.
Well, let's go back.
I think
up.
it- I
Sorry, I did say let's skip over that. But
I think it's Napoleon. Best costume design.
who else?
Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things.
Oh no, Barbie will win.
Barbie?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think Napoleon.
Okay, fair enough. Right, go back.
Yeah. We were at best production design.
Yeah, we've done that.
Best film editing.
Yep.
The Holdovers.
Mhm.
Oppenheimer.
Mhm.
Poor Things. Anatomy of a Fall. Killers of the Flower Moon.
I think Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, for that one.
Yeah.
It was really well edited.
Yeah.
Really
What reminded me of the editing of that was Memento.
Have you watched Memento?
I've
though?
read the script.
but you haven't watched
Yeah.
the film.
Yeah, but it kind of just goes in like black and white, and the black and white stuff is in like reverse. So
Yeah.
it's the black and white sequences are going forward in time, and the color sequences are going backwards, or it's the opposite way around.
Okay.
And that's what it kind of reminded me of this film. So that's interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if he drew off that, maybe.
He probably did.
Mm.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like there's a YouTube video on YouTube about how he explains how he did Memento and how he kind of crafted the script.
Can you send that to me?
That
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, because I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah.
And usually, whenever you send me something, I do watch
Yeah,
it.
it's good. It's good. You should watch it.
Yeah.
Just search up Chris Nolan Memento.
And it will come
It'll
out.
come out.
Yeah.
Cool. It's like an 18-minute piece somehow.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good. Best sound.
Yeah.
Zone of interest.
Yeah.
The Creator.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. Maestro. Mission Impossible. Dead of Reckoning Part 1.
Yeah, I think Maestro. It's beautifully. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think we have to go Maestro.
Yeah. That's it in terms for norms.
That's it. Alright, well, good luck to everyone who is nominated
Yes.
on March the 12th here in Australia,
Yeah.
March the 11th over in Cali,
California.
where they are. And it is not Melbourne Cup, it is Adelaide Cup Day. So
Yeah.
if you are having a bet, please gamble responsibly. The Royal Rumble. So we did watch that. What did you think?
I thought overall it was good.
It was good pay-per-view.
A good pay-per-view event.
Some people thought it was boring.
Some people thought it was boring.
Yeah.
Well, I also don't watch the product as much.
Mm.
So to me, this was very
It
good.
was better than last year.
It's better than last year's. Last year's very predictable. You knew Cody was going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you want to speak about that ending? What do you think? Do you think Cody should have won?
No.
No.
I think I'm a Punk fan.
You're
I'm a Punk fan through and through, and I always have been.
CM.
So, for me personally, I would have preferred CM Punk to win.
Yeah.
Just because of the 12-year-old me inside would freak fuck out.
Yeah.
Won.
Yeah.
But it wasn't meant to be, and he did tear his tricep,
Yeah.
which we'll get into a little bit. But it's tragic.
Yeah.
To see his dream. Well, it's not his dream. He'll come back. He'll do 41.
Yeah.
But it's
WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, but it's sad to see.
Yeah, it is.
And I would have loved to have seen him go on and face Seth at WrestleMania.
Seth
It
Rollins.
wasn't meant to be, but yeah, Cody. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Cody. I didn't dislike him.
Yeah.
I did dislike the ending. So
Yeah.
Triple H sort of, or Peter Levesque. No, not Peter.
Paul Levesque.
Paul Levesque. Sorry.
Peter.
Sorry, I don't know why Peter came to
Yeah.
Paul Levesque said
Yeah.
on Instagram that there's going to be a big ending.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting The Rock to enter at some stage.
Yeah.
Or MJF, because he is
Yeah.
rumoured at the moment to
MJF.
come to wrestling, or WWE. And nothing happened.
Yeah.
It was just the big ending was Cody won,
Yeah.
and he pointed to Roman Reigns.
Mm.
Disappointing
Yeah.
to me. That's not a big ending.
Mm.
So that's just a normal ending.
But also that main event's been probably scrapped now.
It has. So let's talk about that
Yeah.
a little bit.
Mm.
There's a big thing on social media right now. How the Cody movement.
Yeah.
Now they want finish his story. Let him take on Roman.
Yeah.
But this is what I read this week or last week. So after SmackDown on Saturday. So Cody is scheduled for this Saturday.
Okay.
On SmackDown.
Yeah.
So let's see what the story plays out.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be a triple threat. I don't know.
That would be awesome if it is.
But at the moment, it's looking likely that Cody's going to take on
Seth.
Seth, and it's going to be The Rock v Roman.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily finishing his story,
No.
in my opinion.
No.
So what do you believe?
Make it a triple
is
threat.
fair? Yeah.
Or you could do something like put both titles on the line in the same match and make it how many people would be in the ring? 4. Fatal 4-way. Make it a fatal 4-way.
Seth v Roman v Rock.
Yeah, and have both titles on the line.
Wow.
I think that would be
That'd be a good booking.
That would be interesting.
Let's give Paul Levesque a call.
Yeah.
That
Call me up. Call me.
I'd pay to watch that.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. And then, because and you put that as the second night of WrestleMania, and then the first night, have it be Bailey and Io Sky, as the main event.
Yeah,
I think that'll be a really good main event. Put the women in the main event.
Yeah. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Cody's story.
Cody's story.
But I think you can't. We'll see what happens.
Yes.
It'll probably be a good WrestleMania either way.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters per se, but I think it needs to be. He needs to take on Roman.
Yeah.
Beat him on the grand stage.
Yeah.
I feel that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It's But it was a great pop.
Yeah.
When The Rock
It was.
came out, it was like, wow, it's happening.
Yeah. Especially because I think not that week, but the week before, he had just been put onto the borders for TKO.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
WWE RAW, starting from 2025, is going to be streaming on Netflix in America.
Nice.
So not here.
Yeah.
I think we're still on Binge and Foxtel.
Yeah.
But
I think it will get moved.
it will eventually get moved over
Yeah.
to Netflix, most likely.
Yeah.
All the time. But that is an interesting move from Netflix. I think they're going more into the live
stream.
shows.
Yeah.
So is that can you see more streamers getting
Oh,
into
absolutely. I think the reason why they're doing that as well is because also Chris Rock's stand-up special was really good.
It was a live show.
It was a live show,
Yeah.
and it was really good.
Mm.
So it doesn't surprise me that Monday Night Raw is moving into that slot of being on Netflix.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me at all. It really doesn't. And I think it's really good for the company.
Yeah.
Good on them. Good on them. I really am proud.
Yeah, they are. And also The Rock being a part of TKO.
Yeah, The Rock. And he owns his name now. He owns his name. It's not under... Vince. It's not under him anymore. So, good for him. Good for The Rock.
So we are going to take a bit of a turn.
Yeah.
So WWE had a great week.
Yeah.
That week, except for this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you have read or seen what has come out. Or you might have seen it on the news. I think it was televised on the news. So Vince McMahon, it's allegations at this point, but it's not looking great. Has been alleged to sexually assault and sex traffic employees at his company, or this one employee that has come out. There could be more. I'm not saying there is, but there could be. Has come out, and he's being alleged with these allegations. He is now under federal investigation, and in terms, he's sort of been erased from the company.
Yeah.
Same with Brock Lesnar, because he is also involved a little bit.
Yeah.
And Johnny Ace, or John Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great week
No.
in terms of that.
Yeah.
So, what's your take? When it first dropped, when you heard about it?
I thought, this isn't good.
No.
This isn't good.
Especially because 12 months prior.
12 months prior, he'd been paying off women for hush money.
Yeah.
For that kind of act. It's not good. I don't think I don't know him personally, but knowing Vince, the character, and just what I've seen, he'll fight to the death with this, but I don't think he's going to win. I think it will go to court and he'll go to jail, personally. I think it's in a way where he belongs. In a way.
Who would have thought we would have said that about Vince McMahon?
Yeah. But in a way, when it came out, it wasn't shocking to me. It wasn't surprising. But still, it's like, really? You do that?
Yeah.
And especially because this is not stuff that has just that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah, this is recent.
This is recent,
A
like
few
2-3 years ago. This happened. 2-3 years ago. It's unbelievable. It's that this happened behind closed doors 2 or 3 years ago, especially in the times that we're in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even if he did this shit 20 years ago, still would have come out. Would have come out now. Would have. But yeah, it's
They're saying, you know, that's why Stephanie McMahon ended up leaving, and Shane, and all of that that happened in the last sort of 12 to 18 months. So we'll know more probably in the next few weeks what's going to take place. But yeah, it's not looking great.
I don't think.
company.
Yeah, I don't think he's surviving this one. He survived a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
He's
it's
not
lifetime. Yeah,
He's not
sure.
surviving this. Yeah, there's no way, especially with the evidence that's there.
Mm.
No fucking way.
We're not going to read that out.
No.
It's quite. We've read it ourselves. It's quite vulgar
Yeah.
and very disturbing.
Yeah.
But if you do want to take a look at it,
It's out there.
It's out there.
So
So let's just wait and see.
I want to send you a question now. Does this affect the way you look at wrestling, or does this affect you as a wrestling fan? Like,
Oh, it affects me as a fan, yeah, but not.
will it make you think I can't watch this product?
No.
Okay.
No, so it's never made. Like, I'm excited for the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
I'm keen for that
Yeah.
in a few weeks. But so I'll still watch the product,
Mm.
but it's not going to change because I watch it because I like the wrestlers
Yeah.
and the performers and care about the CEO. I don't give a fuck who's running it. But at the end of the day, that's what I care about. It's the performers and the
Yeah.
art of what's going on in the storylines. But it affected me as a fan when it came out because, in a way, I think you put it quite simply the other day as well. You know, Vinnie Mac is like, in a way, the epitome of what the American dream looks like. And for that to be thrown away, it's terrible. And, you know,
Took it for granted.
and that's the sad thing about it. So, you know, I was a bit with you. I didn't feel shocked when it came out. I thought, yeah, he probably did do all that. That's what it made me feel.
Yeah.
Reading it, I thought, fuck, it's terrible, but it doesn't shock me. He probably did do it. So we'll just see what happens. But yeah, what's your whole take on John Laurinaitis being a victim though? I don't know.
Fucking yeah! Don't get me started.
Yeah,
I think he's just saying that because And look, maybe Vince treated him like a victim. Maybe he did. We don't know. But I think he's just saying that to try and get away with it personally. Like, you did those actions. You gotta own up to it.
Well, we'll find out in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
But let's look forward to the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be a good pay-per-view, live in Perth.
Yeah.
We're very, very happy for that.
Yeah.
But is there anything else to bring up before we wrap this up?
So the Apple Vision Pro, has just come out.
Yep.
And it looks fucking amazing.
So Casey did a video.
He did a video on it.
So I haven't watched it yet. So what? I saw him with the thing on a skateboard in New York City. I thought that's dangerous.
Yeah. No, but this is the thing, right? When you have it on, like, let's pretend these glasses. When you have it on, you can see shit.
Okay.
But it's like you can have several screens up at once. So you can have your emails up here. You can have a keyboard here. You can be watching a fucking Casey Neistat video here. You can be shopping for, I don't know, skateboards over here. Like, you can have several screens open at once. And to him, he put it simply like this. He's not a tech guru.
No.
But he put it simply like this. This is going to be the future of personal computing.
Yeah, no, that's
the
true.
future of it, of personal computing. And he's excited for it. Obviously, he thinks that this product is good, but it's not it's not going to be the best product that Apple makes. Because right now it just looks like,
Well,
skiing goggles.
before
on your
you
fucking head.
before you know it, it'll be glasses.
Yeah, it'll be
and
glasses.
It'll just be a little chip.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get your Specsavers glasses and get a chip put into it.
Yeah.
And then you'll scrub through your Instagram.
Exactly.
That's what it will end up like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is exciting. You know how much the thing is though? I looked at it.
Well, how much?
It's $6,000 here.
$6,000.
$6,000.
$6,000. Wow.
Fucking expensive.
Yeah.
For some big ski goggles.
Yes, big fucking ski goggles.
Yeah. But it is the way I think personal computing probably will head.
Yeah, in that direction.
Probably won't have a laptop to read notes off of.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just have it in my glasses.
Yeah, you just blink.
Okay, next segment. That's what it will come down to. So I think that's amazing to see. And it's amazing to see where technology is going to go in the next 10, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Other than that, is that it?
What do you think of because there's a lot of YouTubers that have quit recently. So what do you think of that? Of them quitting? Or like stepping back?
Yeah, because PewDiePie hasn't retired. He's just working part time.
Yeah.
Working like a few days a week. Well, not even, maybe once every few months. It's a lot to create art. That's all I'll say. And not every YouTuber is an artist.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of time. What's his name? Marcus Browley.
Yeah, Marcus Browley.
He described it brilliant.
Yeah.
Being a content creator is like being an athlete.
Yeah.
You've got to give your 110% best every fucking time you do it.
Yeah.
It's not something you can just wing.
So,
after a while, with an athlete, as he gets older, he's not as good as he was when he was 22.
Yeah.
Scoring snaps.
Yeah.
Bloody running through the midfield. And, you know, doing things off.
Yeah.
You know, it gets hard. And that eventually catches up with you. And I feel like that's just all it is. It's fatigue. It's things catching up with people. And obviously there are plenty of YouTubers that are just quitting because they want to do something else. Fair enough. That's fine. I think that's perfectly normal to move on to something completely different. It'd be a scary time, but it's also something to do. If you don't move on from something, you don't grow as an individual. So it's probably best to do that. But yeah, I do feel like it's like a sport. It's like being a professional athlete, and you've got to just give it 110%, and eventually you'll fatigue. And I feel, that's probably why people are quitting, or scaling back. Fair enough. I don't see a problem with it. It is what it is. What's your take? Well, what do you think? Is that?
I think the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. If you feel like you want to scale back because you feel like it's too much pressure or you can't take it, fair enough. I think we all know what mental health is now. We don't have to explain it.
No, we don't.
So, I think it's okay. People want to scale back or even just take a break from it. Like, hey, I'm going to take a year off and then I might come back to it. Because there was one content creator, she's Australian.
What's her name?
Georgia Productions.
What's she do?
She's like, in a way, like a comedian in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, in a way. She does like little comedy skits and stuff. And sometimes she does like vlogs and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, she's.
Are you subscribed?
I am. Cool. She put up a video actually yesterday saying that she's going back.
Okay.
She's not going back. That she's quitting and that she's stepping away and she's only gonna. She's still gonna be in like the social media game, but it's gonna be more for Instagram and TikTok. Because she views YouTube now as this thing of it's just people that do challenge videos and just have like making a lot of money and having a big team around them. She doesn't have a big team around her. It's just her.
Yeah.
It's just her and her manager, pretty much. And that's how she started. And that's how that's the old YouTube that she loved.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I do believe YouTube is starting to gear out of that.
Yeah.
Mr. Beastification, if that's what you want to call it,
yeah.
of that sort of era. You see these YouTubers like Natalie Lynn, Wholesome Simon, Max Rice Singer. There's been a few that have just popped up on my recommended that I've gone, that bloke's only got 900 views, but that looks entertaining.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it and it's great.
Yeah.
It looks cinematic and it looks beautiful. And I'm like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't watched your latest upload, but I will. And I'm sure that will be great. You know, at the end of the day, I think there is a gear changing in that landscape. So you'll start to see more up and comers start to get recognised. And more longer form content will be like this. You know, will start to be better. So I feel that's the way it's headed. Yeah. And I'm not saying Mr. Beast ain't never going to make money. Yeah. You know, he always will. Same with the Sideman. Yeah. But it's just changing. Yeah. And I feel that's a good thing for the platform. Yeah. 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 Cool. Do you agree? Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, I do. This YouTube new wave stuff is kicking into gear. Yeah. And it wouldn't shock me if it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and it's good. It's good because it's more of an art form. It's more of an art form. Yeah. And it's, you know, because of Mr. Beast, you're seeing a lot of people do copycat and do the same thing. Yeah. And it's like, well, I already know how this video is going to play out. Yeah. It's like, give me something different. Right. Yeah. And, you know, not only with Natalie Lynn or Wholesome Simon or Max Rice-Singer, but also people like Colt Curlin. Oh, he's another great one. Yeah, Colt Curlin. Life of Reason. Life of Reason. These creators or filmmakers, whatever you want to call them, are changing the game. And I think it's a good thing. Yeah. Because if you have the same shit over and over again, it gets boring. Yeah. Very quickly. Boring. Next video. Next video. Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah. Well, that's a wrap, everyone. So this has been the Twin Times podcast. I've been Lewis. I've been Charlie. We wish you nothing but peace and love throughout the rest of the week. If you are on Spotify English, Lewis. It's my disability coming into play. If you are on Spotify, please give us a follow and a rating out of 5 stars. And if you are on YouTube, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Other than that, we'll see you in the next one. See you later. Have a good one.